lower support line in our rising wedge. And here we'll make that bigger. This was our upper support up there, right? We'll zoom out so you can get a bigger, see that? That's a it started in February. So February, March, and April, 3-month rising wedge, which that's typical for 3 months. But if we zoom in, you'll notice the whole time we were going up, we hit the upper support, right, once. Then we hit lower support once, right? You guys can see that. I'll get my pointer back out here. We got our lower support, you know. Then we got our lower support, and that retested the first time on our first rejection in this rising wedge. Let me pull out my pointing tool. Trouble. But when it came down and touched the lower support line the first time, down right there by where you see that dot, there we go, sorry about that, you can see when we touched the first time up here in the rising wedge, we got rejected. And you notice the volume, the peak back in the volume was there, and this is the daily time frame. And you notice how the volume drastically declined and then turned to selling, and we came down to where I think our next target is at 43,024, but we got strong buyers here, and we had a huge bounce back up to our second high, which that's confirming our upper resistance line in our rising wedge with falling volume, you know, and with falling volume after that big of a move up, and we have overhead resistance, you know, up top of you, we're going to get rejected. We traded sideways for a little while, a week or two, then crashed back down, and we stopped at our lower support line in our rising wedge for our second touch of that. So now we have 2 touches at the top, had our second touch right here. Now we're going to, now it confirms it, right? Then we come up in our range, like I kept saying when we were in the daily time frame or the weekly time frame, zoomed out, the tightening range. Notice how tight this gets. And then really tight on the last time up, third. It didn't quite make it up there, but it got close enough, got rejected. And then notice how we initially stopped, we'll zoom in, right when we were about to break out of this rising wedge. Notice how we came down